Well, yes, guys, welcome to the class. Happy Tuesday. It's a really good day. It's not very hot. It's hot, but not very hot. And today we have a conversation class, okay, about telling a story. But we know how to tell a story, but it's like a different strategy. When you are telling a story, sometimes you think about other things and you want to mention those things. So you interrupt your story to talk about those things. And then you return to the story and continue with your story. So that's going to be the conversation strategy for today. But just so you can understand a little bit more, I want you to watch this video. All right, everyone. I hope that it works. Let me see. Settings on, it's too high. 360, 360. All right, let's see.
Hey Murph. Hey Ronathan. I heard you're having trouble with your computer.
Yeah, thanks for coming down.
Okay, so what seems to be the problem?
So every time I try to get online, it's asking me for an admin password, but it shouldn't need a password to get onto the internet.
Sure.
And I should already have admin privileges on this computer.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Did you get all that?
Yeah, totally. So you need admin privileges?
No.
Yeah.
I already have admin privileges.
Oh, okay.
I just need to get on the internet. And
Okay,
I shouldn't need admin privileges.
Yeah, got it.
I feel like you're not actually listening to me.
Yeah, sure.
Are you actually not listening to me, or are you saying that you get that it seems that way?
Totally. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, you need to stop
Sure.
that.
Okay, doing what?
You need to stop checking in with me so much saying yeah. You need to stop saying yeah.
What do you mean?
It seems like you're not listening and that you're
it.
just focusing on saying
Yeah, no,
and
that
got
makes
it and
sense.
everything. Like you took some kind of active listening class, but you're not actually paying attention.
Totally. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Then why did you disagree with me a million times while I said it?
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just showing you that I'm listening to you. So you have a problem with your dog, is what I'm hearing?
No, you're clearly not listening to me. Just shut up. Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
Sure.
Shut up.
Sure.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay, sure.
Shut up!
Okay.
Don't talk. Don't talk for a second.
Sure.
Oh, got you!
Totally.
Okay. If you're actually listening to me, why don't you tell me what I just said?
Sure. You said that when you try to get online, it keeps asking you for an admin password, which doesn't make any sense, because you don't need that to get online, and you should be listed as an admin on this computer anyway. You asked if I was listening, I verified that you had admin privileges. Then you spent the next 2 minutes scrutinizing the way that I listened to you and my concern for your pets. Then you asked me to recap the conversation, which is where we are right now.
So you're gonna fix my computer?
Sure, totally.
Fuck you, Ronathan!
Hi, it's Mike.
All right. So you see, in this conversation, one of the guys was interrupting. We are going to interrupt too, but we're not going to interrupt another person. We are going to interrupt ourselves. Okay? So please open up your student books to Unit 3, Lesson C. Page 34. It is October 20th, 2020. And the objective for today is to tell a story, interrupt, and return to it. Not only that, but the other objective is to say, no wonder. when something isn't surprising. All right, you are with me. We are in viewpoint 3, viewpoint 1, unit 3, lesson C, page 34. Hello, Jackie. Welcome to the class.
Hi.
All right. Well, anyway, back to my story. Number 1, conversation strategy, telling stories. Laurentina, could you read the instructions for 1A?
Look at these expressions from a conversation. What do they mean? Can you guess what the conversation is about?
All right. So let's focus on these. Picture day at school. It was a big deal. Scruffy looking. My hair was sticking up. Jackie, what is picture day at school?
I don't know, but sounds like a good day.
Good day. Okay, okay. Andres, what do you think picture day at school is?
A relaxed day.
Close, close. Laurentina, what do you think it means?
Maybe when they were students,
Huh?
a picture,
They were taking a picture.
maybe.
Okay, okay. Very good, very good. Good guesses. And Ismael, what is, it was a big deal? It was a big deal. What does that mean?
I don't know what is good deal.
Big deal. Does anybody know? Valentina, Andres, Jackie? It was a big deal.
When you have a good offer.
A surprise?
The surprise? No. When you have a good offer, that's a deal. But a big deal? No, not exactly. Not a big offer. Okay, it's okay. Let's see. What do you think scruffy looking is? What is scruffy looking? Valentina, Andres?
Scruffy looking is when you look a little dirty or not clean, not good.
Yes, yes. Yes, very good. Scruffy looking is like, you know, for men, when we don't shave for many days. For women, when they don't fix their hair, you know, it's just, you look really, it's the opposite of like nice, you know, on a person. Oh, she looks nice. Oh, she looks scruffy. And what is my hair was sticking up? What do you think this is?
A disaster.
A disaster. A disaster with your hair. I like that. I like that. Very good. All right. Now, I want to show you these words. This right here is picture day. Picture day is when the professional photographers come to your school and they take pictures of you, your class, your teachers, etc. I don't know if this is common in Mexico, but in the United States, this happened, you know, once a year or twice a year. The photographers come to take pictures of you, the football team, students, etc. Did you have picture day in your school? Andres, Ismael, Lauren, and Jackie?
Um, When
In my
I
case, no.
Oh,
when I finished the year, right?
yeah.
Or with
Did you?
it needs to be with the same clothes, or I don't
No,
understand
it
you.
doesn't need to be with the picture day at school. Only means that a photographist comes to your school and takes pictures of you.
Oh yes,
Now,
is
usually you dress nicely that day, usually, but not every time. So yeah, Andres.
yes in the last day. I have many uh, photograph
Huh?
in every grade of the elementary school in the last day.
Ah, okay, okay. Nice, nice. So you did have picture day. Jackie and Ismael, did you have picture day?
No.
Yes.
Yes, Jackie. Can you show us a picture?
No.
No? All right, great. Hello, Yasmin. Welcome to the class. All right. So that is picture day, and the one word that you guys couldn't tell me is a big deal. Now, a big deal is a synonym for important. Okay. When somebody says it's a big deal, it means it's important. Okay. I love this meme. This is, I think Will Ferrell. And he says, I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. He says, I'm kind of important. People know me. Okay. So when somebody says something is a big deal, it's very important to that person, or it's very important in general. For example, the Super Bowl is a big deal. It is the most watched show or game in the world. The Super Bowl is a big deal. Um, what else is very important to you?
Um, for me, can be uh, Christmas Day.
Christmas is a big deal. In my case, hygiene is a big deal. If you don't brush your teeth, take a shower, then I don't want to be near you. So to me, it's very important that you smell good, that you look good, etc. When it's possible. Let's see. Vacations are a big deal. They are important. Self-love is a big deal. Self-love is important. Okay, so that's all I want you to understand, that a big deal, important. Important, big deal. Got it, Laurentina?
Yes, teacher.
All right, excellent. And this is, my hair is sticking up.
Oh,
All right, her hair is, sticking up. Usually, this is a bad thing. Um, like maybe in the case of women, when it's really humid outside, your hair starts to go up. Oh, well, mine too, not just women. But it's more noticeable in women, right? And or in the young children, sometimes they sleep crazy and their hair is like sticking up. So you need to put gel or maybe take a shower. All right, but this is what it is, sticking up. And the last one is scruffy looking. This is a good photo of Scruffy. You know, he didn't shave, he looks dirty, the hair is crazy. This is Scruffy. Scruffy. Me during Christmas, I am Scruffy. I don't shave, I don't do anything. But let's continue. Please go to page 34. Okay. Now, please don't look at the conversation. Don't look at the conversation, but I want you to look at the picture. Okay. What do you see in this picture, Yasmin?
Two persons, maybe they are roaming.
Okay.
They are talking about a picture, I don't know.
Okay, yes, yes. They're two friends. It's a good suggestion. She said that maybe they're roommates and they're talking about a picture. That is true. So I want you to don't look at the conversation, you know, cover it with your hand or with something, but I want you to listen for the answer to this question. Why was picture day a big deal for Brad's family? Laurentina, what is a big deal? What is a synonym for a big deal?
Oh, maybe finish university.
No. What is a synonym for a big deal? Starts with the I. We just saw it.
I don't know.
A synonym for big deal is important. Okay? Important.
Everything important is a big deal.
Yes. So why was picture day, the day you take pictures, a big deal for Brad's family? Please listen and prepare your answer.
4. Lesson C. Anyway, back to my story. 1. Conversation strategy. Telling stories. B. Listen. Why was picture day a big deal for Brad's family?
Look at this old class photo. I mean, look at our hair.
I know. You should see one of my school photos. We'd forgotten it was picture day, and looking back, picture day was a big deal in our house. My mom showed the photos to everybody and sent them out to my aunts. I hated it.
No wonder.
Yeah, and she made me wear a shirt and tie. It's no wonder I hated it. But anyway, back to my story. So this one day, I went to school as usual, which means I hadn't combed my hair and I was wearing an old t-shirt. I mean, when I think about it, I was always really scruffy looking.
Yeah, me too. I didn't care how I looked back then.
No, me neither. So anyway, where was I?
You went to school on picture day all scruffy.
Page 1.
Okay. So do you have an answer, or do you want me to repeat the listening one more time?
No, not me.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat it then.
One more time,
Listen.
please.
Yes.
Page 34. Lesson C. Anyway, back to my story. 1. Conversation strategy. Telling stories. B. Listen. Why was picture day a big deal for Brad's family?
Okay. To help you with the listening, I'm going to write a few options. A. He was always scruffy. B. He hated it. Or C, his mom showed the pictures to everyone. Or D, he had to wear a suit, a shirt and tie. It's one of these answers, okay? Please listen.
Look at this old class photo. I mean, look at our hair.
I know. You should see one of my school photos. We'd forgotten it was picture day. And looking back, picture day was a big deal in our house. My mom showed the photos to everybody and sent them out to my aunts. I hated it.
No wonder.
Yeah. And she made me wear a shirt and tie. It's no wonder I hated it. But anyway, back to my story. So this one day, I went to school as usual, which means I hadn't combed my hair and I was wearing an old t-shirt. I mean, when I think about it, I was always really scruffy looking.
Yeah, me too. I didn't care how I looked back then.
No, me neither. So anyway, where was I?
You went to school on picture day all scruffy.
What is the answer?
C.
Okay, Andres says C. Valentina, what do you say?
C.
And A.
Jackie, Yasmin, Ismael, what do you say?
C.
C?
C or
Yasmin?
C.
C. And Ismael, what do you say?
C.
Oh, guys, no.
And B too?
No, I'm just kidding. It is C. The answer is C, okay? His mom showed the pictures to everybody. That's why it was important for his family, okay? Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, guys. It says it right here. Picture day was a big deal in our house. My mom showed the photos to everybody and sent them out to my aunts. Okay? Well, now I would like for you to practice this conversation, okay? But when you practice this conversation, I want you to add, a lot of emotion. And I know your cameras are not activated, but I want you to use hand gestures. I want you to use hand gestures. For example, if you're Arnold in the conversation, look at this old class photo. I mean, look at our hair. Use your body to express what you are saying. Is that clear?
Yes.
When you practice the conversation, use your body to express what you are saying. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm about to put you in groups. Oh yeah, it's 5 people here. One of you is gonna have to stay with me. All right. Yasmin, you're going to practice with Florentina. And Andres, you're going to practice with Ismael. Now, Ismael, you're usually the relaxed one. In this conversation, I need you to add emotion. Emotion and use your body. All right, Jackie, you're going to stay here with me.
We need to practice only the reading?
Yeah, just practice the conversation. Do it 2 times, please. All right. Please enter the breakout room. Jackie, are you ready?
I think so.
All right, Jackie, I want to hear your emotions. Oh, are you want to be Arnold or Brad?
Arnold. Okay. Look at this old class photo. I mean, look at all hair.
I know. You should see one of my school photos. We've forgotten it was picture day, and looking back, picture day was a big deal in our house. My mom showed the photos to everybody and sent them out to my aunts. I hated it.
No wonder.
Yeah, and she made me wear a shirt and tie. It's no wonder I hated it. But anyway, back to my story. So this one day, I went to school as usual, which means I hadn't combed my hair and I was wearing an old t-shirt. I mean, when I think about it, I was always really scruffy looking.
Yeah, me too. I didn't care how I looked back then.
Oh, me neither. So anyway, where was I?
You went to school on picture day all scruffy?
All scruffy. Very good. Um, in Jackie, in this conversation, did they finish the conversation or not?
No,
How do you know?
because have a 3 points.
The dot dot dot, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Jackie, you have birds in your house?
No, it's
No?
my neighbors.
Yes? I was about to say, do you hear my birds?
No?
Good. All right. Well, now you are Brad and I'm Arnold, okay?
Okay.
Look at this old class photo. I mean, look at our hair.
I know. You should see one of my school photos. We'd forgotten it was picture day, and looking back, picture day was a big deal in our house. My mom showed the photos to everybody and sent them out to my aunts. I hate it.
No wonder.
Yeah, and she made me wear a t-shirt and tie. It's no wonder I hate it. But anyway, back to my story. So this one day I went to school as usual, which means I hadn't combed my hair and I was wearing an old t-shirt. I mean, when I think about it, I was really scruffy looking.
Yeah, me too. I didn't care how I looked back then.
No, me neither. So anyway, where was I?
You went to school on picture day all scruffy. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Flores. I'm gonna go check out the other students. For your participation, I heard some of you guys did really well. You sounded very enthusiastic. That's great. Now, Jackie knows the answer, but Ismael, Andres, Lauren, and Yasmin, did is this conversation finished? Yes or no? Is this conversation finished?
No.
Why not, Ismael?
I guess because it's not clear.
Not clear. Okay, okay. What's another indicator that it's not finished?
The three dots on the freedom.
Dots. Yes, sir. Dot, 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 dot. Okay. And the rest of the conversation is down here. But before we go to it, I want us to observe this mini conversation right here, this excerpt. Laurentina, could you please read exercise C? Okay. Andres, could you please read exercise C?
Yes. Notice how Brad interrupts his story to make a comment and comes back to it with expression like this. Find examples. Find examples in the conversation.
Very good. Let's find some examples of these in the conversation. Tell me, what do you see? Say it to me, and I'll underline. What expressions do you see in the conversation?
But anyway.
Anyway. Okay.
Looking back
Okay.
in the third line, looking back.
Okay, what else?
When I think about it.
Very good. When I think about it. And anything else?
I look back then.
Where?
The next line after about it.
How I looked back then? Oh, no, that's not an expression to interrupt.
Okay.
No. There's one more.
Anyway, where was I?
Anyway, where was I? Yes. Okay, so the conversations in red, the expressions in red are expressions to interrupt your story. And the expressions in green are expressions to return to your story, okay? Like I was telling you before we started looking at the lesson, when you are telling a story, sometimes you get really excited and you start to talk about things that aren't really essential to your story, right? So you're talking about your story and then you talk about this thing. So you stop your story, you talk about this thing. You talk about this thing, and now you want to return to your story and you continue with your story, okay? And that is what this guy is doing, but he is doing it really well. He interrupts his story and he returns to the story. Now, I know what you're thinking. Interrupting is a bad thing. No, it's normal to interrupt your story because it's not really interrupting. It is making a side comment, talking about something extra that is similar to the story. We do this all the time, okay? So now I want you to complete this other part of the conversation using the expressions that you hear, okay? So please take 30 seconds to study these expressions right here, memorize them, and then we're going to complete this part of the conversation. Okay, you have 30 seconds. Okay, now please get your pencils ready. Listen to the conversation. You have to write fast.
Page 34. 1. Conversation strategy. Telling stories. D. Listen to more of their conversation and write the missing expressions. Then practice the conversation with a partner. Practice again, using different expressions.
Oh, yeah. So there I was in the front row, with my hair sticking up and a hole in my shirt, right next to our teacher, Mr. Gray.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Looking back, he was a funny guy. Nice, but eccentric. He wore a bow tie and these little glasses, which he was always losing. But anyway, when we got the photos the following week, my mom took one look at them and cried.
She did? She actually cried?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I look back, Picture day was the one day a year I looked good. It was a special day to her. So anyway, she took me to a photographer and had my picture taken there.
Unit 7, page 50. Vocabulary.
Okay. Did you get everything, or do you want me to repeat it?
I have
It's
three,
okay.
only three.
Only 3. Okay, I will play it one more time.
Page 34. 1. Practice the conversation with a partner. Practice again, using different expressions.
Oh yeah, so there I was in the front row, with my hair sticking up and a hole in my shirt, right next to our teacher, Mr. Gray.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, looking back, he was a funny guy. Nice, but eccentric. He wore a bow tie and these little glasses, which he was always losing. But anyway, when we got the photos the following week, my mom took one look at them and cried.
She did? She actually cried?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I look back, picture day was the one day a year I looked good. It was a special day to her. So anyway, she took me to a photographer and had my picture taken there.
Unit 7.
Okay, so tell me, what are the expressions that they use? The first one, yeah. What goes here? Yes.
Looking back.
Looking back. What goes here in the second one?
Anyway.
But anyway.
Very good. But anyway. Over here?
When I look back.
When I look back? Anybody have anything different?
No, when I look back.
Okay. When I look back. And the last one.
So anyway.
So anyway. All right. Now, what is the main purpose of this conversation? What is the main purpose of this conversation? All of it. The first part and the second part. What is the purpose? What are they talking about?
You want to interrupt a conversation, and when you want to talk about other things, different things.
Oh, is my computer working? Okay. Yes, that is the purpose of this lesson. But what is the purpose of Arnold and Brad's conversation? Like, why are they having this conversation? What are they talking about? Like, what is the general idea of their conversation?
Memories from their families.
Yes, memories from their family. Specifically what? Specifically, not memories in general, a specific memory. What are the specific memories?
The school.
What about the school? Yes, what about the school? Come on, guys. It's in the instructions.
To understand about the meaning of a picture day, on a big deal.
Okay, yes, specifically picture day. Okay, that is like the general topic of the conversation. Memories about their family and specifically picture day, right? But in this conversation, they talk about other things. They talk about other things. And that is a general topic. And some side topics. Well, mom shows the pictures to everyone. You know, that is like a side topic. Like it's not really necessary to mention that. What are some other side topics in this conversation? Side topics are like extra topics.
Scruffy looking.
Okay. Yes. Talking about being scruffy looking. What else? What else did they talk about? Anybody?
Their teacher?
Their teacher. The teacher, Mr. Gary or Mr. Gray. Yes. Okay. And what else? Well, that's all. Right. So the reason why I ask you what is a general topic and what are some side topics is because you're when you're talking or when you're telling a story, you always have a general topic. Okay. Maybe you want to talk about one of your memories. I don't know if you remember the story I told you about, you know, the scary situation or the scary experience in the woods when I was digging and I heard some voices. That would be my general topic, you know. But whenever we are telling a story, we say extra things. And these are the side topics. Now, to talk about our side topics, we can interrupt our story using these expressions. And we can come back to the story using those expressions. Okay? I'm going to give you an example. All right? And I want you to just listen. Just listen. I'm going to tell you about this story. My best football game. Okay, all of you know I used to play football when I was younger. And I'm going to mention some side topics. I'm going to mention the cheerleaders, because I love the cheerleaders. I'm going to mention the food. I'm going to mention the coaches, my parents. All right? And I want you to listen to how I introduce those side topics, how I interrupt my story to mention them. This is a true story, by the way, my best football game. So listen. Pay attention to the expressions. You know, I started playing football when I was 14 years old. You know, I was the only Mexican in the team, so it was really funny. Everybody was black or white, but anyway, this night was a very important night because it was our homecoming, and the homecoming means the last game at home, and At home just means at our school. It was the last game at our school. So this was the most important game of the year. And I remember the cheerleaders, they were like, uh, because I was Mexican, they would say, Papi, Papi. And I love that. I love that, you know. But anyway, you know, the game was going, and it was a very difficult game, and it was like the same points, 14 points, 14 points, and I remember that I made an important decision in that game. I I took the ball from the other team. I took the ball from the other team, and I saved the game. And I remember, like, whenever we played football, you know, our coaches would give us and bread, spaghetti and bread. But anyways, that's not important. And I took the game, and my coaches were really, really proud of me. They said, "Yes, Fernando, you did a really good job," and my parents were happy and all of this. But anyway, getting back to my story, we we won the game because of because I took the ball from the other team, and I was really happy because I had never made such an important decision before. Okay? I had never made such an important decision before. Now, I'm done. In my story, what expressions did I mention? What expressions did I mention? Just tell me one.
Anyway, getting back to my story.
Anyway, getting back to my story. And I said one expression that is not here, and it's I remember. Okay? I remember. I remember. You can use that one too. That's also okay. That's one you can use to interrupt your story. All right? So now I want you to get your notebook, and now it is your turn. You are going to tell a story, okay? And I want you to do the same thing that I did over here with your story. I want you to tell me the general topic and maybe 3 side topics, 3 extra things. So think about a story. It can be something really, really cool, something that is a big deal, or just something small or regular. Either way, it's your story, okay? And it's cool. Okay, so think about a general story, something funny, something scary, something fun, something surprising, a great experience, a bad experience. But please write the general topic and write 3 side topics. Okay, just like me. Don't write big sentences, just small little notes. Okay, only notes. And you have 3 minutes. Please write your notes. So this is how we're going to do it. You're going to tell your story to your partner, and first tell them what your story is about. Okay. All right. So my partner is Andres. I can say, okay, Andres. So I'm going to tell you my story about my best football game. And like, okay. And then Andres listens to you. Okay. And then whenever you want to mention some of the other topics, use these expressions. Use these expressions. And whenever you want to return to the general topic, use those expressions. All right. So you're just going to tell the story and use those expressions. Is that okay? Clear? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to put you with a partner. And let's see. one of you is going to stay with me. All right. Andres, you're going to practice with Jackie. And Ismael, you're going to practice with Laurentina. All right. Please enter the breakout room and express your stories.
My favorite contest.
Favorite contest. Okay. The art contest, right?
What?
An art contest, right?
Ah, yeah.
Yes. Okay. And Andres, what was your story about?
About my meeting family in the year.
Okay, nice. And oh, Yasmin, I know what your story is about. Well, guys, these expressions are important. They're really good expressions because we always interrupt our stories. Okay, I think the difficult thing is, saying everything in the story. Like all of the words, the context, and things like that. But with time, we'll become better at telling stories. With that being said, how did you feel the lesson for today? It was easy, difficult? Tell me.
To me, it was interesting because I think that it's necessary to know the expressions when you want to interrupt or change something that you are talking about.
Excellent. Thank you, man. All right. Anybody else want to give an opinion?
It was interesting for me too, because I tried to use this expression, but I don't know how. But I include maybe two, only two. But I think it was good for me.
Right. Yeah, and with two, it's good. All right. And well, guys, thank you so much for coming to the class. I will send the homework to you and in the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
All you have to do is watch a YouTube video, and it's gonna be related to the topic for tomorrow. Okay. So please watch it. If you watch it, the class will be easy tomorrow. If you don't watch it, the class will be difficult. Okay. All right, guys.
Sorry,
Well,
what we need to watch, right?
I'm gonna send it to you on WhatsApp.
Okay. See you.
Yes.
Thank you, teacher, for the class.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
See you, Laurentina.
See you, teacher.